Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Bouvier, and today I am doing the week 2 assignment of a story where I am going to wow you guys. So prepare to be wowed. um, the story I decided to talk about was my football team and my love of my football team, and that team is the New England Patriots. The reason I'm talking about football teams is I'm sure some of you guys are in the same boat as me and getting ready to watch the Hall of Fame game, which is the first preseason football game, and it was canceled due to wet grass. Wet grass. Anyways, if you remember my introductory story last week, you know that I was born in Milford, Massachusetts, moved to Florida when I was about 13 years old. So my whole family's been New England Patriots fans for as long as I can remember. Remember going to games when they had that old crappy stadium, and several seasons where 1 to 2 wins was about all we got. And you know, in 2001 when Drew Bledsoe went down, Tom Brady came in, we've had a pretty good last 15 years. So, well deserved, I think. But when I was coming back from my third deployment, there was this lovely young lady who I was very fond of, who was a Miami Dolphins fan. And I had been trying to find a way to get her to date me somehow, and what better way than, my football team going down there and roughing up her team, right? In 2013, the Patriots had a very good season, and I thought we were on for a Super Bowl run. I got tickets, and they're not cheap. I don't know if any of you guys have been to NFL games recently, but I spent about $300 in the 2 tickets. But to me, well worth it because I got this beautiful woman to go on a date with me, right? Okay. So we were I was stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, but I was home on leave visiting my dad where she lived, because she lived in Ocala, Florida. Those of you who are familiar with Florida will know that it's in northern Florida. But anyways, we took the 4-hour drive down to Miami, got a hotel room for the night, and next morning, 1 o'clock game, we're right there, ready for the football game. And we lost. We lost to Miami. They had only won half a dozen games that year, but the team who was going to be possibly going to the Super Bowl lost to Miami. Yeah, that's upsetting to say the least, right? Okay. But I got a date out of it, so it wasn't the end of the world. I went back to Fort Carson, Colorado when my leave was over, and the Patriots went on to the AFC Championship game, which was in Denver, Colorado, which was only an hour north of Fort Carson, which Fort Carson is right outside of Colorado Springs. The tickets were like $300 or $400 a piece. I think $300 for the nosebleeds, $400 if you want to go a little bit closer down. So I find out AFC Championship game. My New England Patriots are there, right? I'm pushing all the buttons. Yeah, I'm gonna get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I see the thing up on my screen. I'm like, because in my mind I start remembering I just bought tickets and I watched them lose. I'm like, what if I'm the bad juju? What if I can't be there? The lovely young lady who had decided to go on the date with me decided to come out to Colorado with me, and she was living with me by this point. I didn't go. And Lord, thank you, I am glad I didn't go, because had I spent $600, $700, $800 on a pair of tickets and they lost, I'd have been very upset. And they did lose. Oh, did they lose bad. But moral of the story is that lovely young lady who I talked into going on a date with me is now my current wife. We got married back in April, just a couple months ago. And she's still a Dolphins fan, unfortunately. But, see, all you got to do is take them to the game. And if their team beats your team, maybe you can stand a chance of it going past first date, second date, and ending up in a marriage. It worked for me. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, maybe not. But, hey, if it works, it works. I thank you guys for watching my Week 2 video. If you have any complaints or criticisms, please let me know. I'd like to know how to improve, and I think that's the point of taking these classes for all of us. And I thank you very much. Go Patriots.